brilliant. We're here at Stotfold after another comfortable win for the Saints, 6-0. How are you feeling?
Yeah, as I said earlier, we can only beat what's been put in front of us, and not being showing any respect to Stotfold. It's that the level they're playing at. I felt they put on a good show, and especially the first 15-20 minutes until we got the penalty, it was a tough game. But I was just really pleased with the way we went about our business and the way we won the ball back very quickly and kept the ball and played some really good stuff. And 6 could quite easily have been a lot more than that. But again, it's all about getting ready for the 3rd of October at the moment. So we're a long way away from that. But I was just pleased with the attitude of the players, the willingness to want to play and score goals, and that shone through again tonight. I felt from Saturday. So pleased with that side of it. We just got to make sure we don't overtrain and overplay the players at the moment. So we've got to be careful how we do things, because we're still a long way away from the 3rd of October.
Talk about goals. You must be delighted with your strikers' return so far this pre-season. Obviously, only 2 games, but must be very pleasing.
Well, we said it on Saturday, didn't we? Then we had Joe Trofano, who scored all our goals really last year. We didn't score enough goals, and it was something that we spoke about at the end of the season when we sat down. And when we say at the end of the season, we probably had a longer pre-season than we've ever had. But it allowed us to probably plan and look at it. And I approached Sean really early, Sean Jeffers, and he wasn't sure what was happening with Chelmsford, and I think he wanted to try and play back in the National League, which I totally respect. And then it really came out of the blue that we got a phone call from Sean's agent, and we spoke, and we got the deal done very quickly, which was great from our point of view. Joseph has come in, as I said all along, he's very raw, he's got lots to learn, but he's a willing learner. But he scored 2 goals. And Mitchell Weiss has probably taken me a little bit of surprise because of how good he really is. He's 25, 26 now, and he's probably he's probably realised this is his one opportunity of really kind of play at this level. But he's a very good footballer. He's got a great brain, and you've seen already with the goals he's scored how good he's been. And Chidinokwe is just carrying a slight little strain, so we just got to be careful we don't overplay him. That's why he only played 20 minutes tonight. So once he starts getting some goals as well, you've seen his record over the last 2 years. He'll be good for us from that side of it. And the pleasing thing is, the wingers as well have come in. Romeo Akinola scored a goal tonight, which is good, which is good from our point of view. So, but overall, just really pleased with the way we've gone about our business tonight. We've gone and won the ball really quickly, high up the pitch, and caused them a lot of problems. We've just got to make sure we just don't leave ourselves too exposed too quickly at the back, and that will come in terms of the games we get as we go further on into pre-season.
You announced Luke Warner-Ely this evening, left back from Royston. What you've made of him?
I just think he's done very well. He's come in, and what I liked about Luke is that when we had the conversation, I said to them that I was looking for a left back. And I didn't know enough about him. I watched him play against Boreham Wood last year, and I felt he did really well in the trophy. But I didn't know enough about the boy, so I said, "Come in, let's have a look at you." And he's been brilliant. He's come in and he's played with a smile on his face. He's joined in with the players and been a big part of what we've done over the last couple of weeks. But there's a tenacity about the boy. He's got a great left foot, and him and Zane have already paired up quite well in terms of the way they've played together. So he's deserved his deal, which I'm pleased he's gone and signed. And now we've just got to keep looking at where we are. I've just picked 1 or 2 little areas where we've got to go and work on still. But hopefully, already we've seen that I think we'll score more goals this year than we did last year. Already I know from some of the midfield players that they've enjoyed having the players playing in front of them because of the runs they make, and the willingness to go and put teams under pressure has helped the midfield players, and it also takes a bit of pressure off the back 4. Last year I felt, because we didn't score goals, didn't hold the ball up enough, didn't keep the ball enough, we put our back 4 under a lot of pressure, and we conceded too many goals. So they're the areas we'll have to look at now going into the next sort of 5 or 6 weeks, knowing that when we come up against Wealdstone, Sutton and Kings Lynn, they're going to be good tests, and we're probably going to be put under a lot of pressure defensively, and it's how we deal with that side of it. And then when we do win the ball back against fitter players, better players than us, is how we cope with the ball, and that will only come over the next few weeks.
We've had 2 young goalkeepers feature in our first 2 games. You must be pleased to see those sort of young lads coming through and being available.
Really good, because we've got them young players coming along now, and it's important that we use them if we need to use them, and they've both come in and done really well. They've both got sort of 20-25 minutes, and it'll be a great experience for them over the next couple of weeks. And that's the most important thing, is that, you know, they gain experience. And already looking at both Jack and Declan, and speaking to Dean Austin, is that both of them have a lot of strengths and a few weaknesses, and they're the things that we'll have to go and work with them, and we'll speak to Dean on it, and he'll work with them on the training side of it. But giving them that first team experience is obviously great from their point of view, and it's great for their careers, because, as you say, both being sort of 16 and 17 is what we want, and they're the sort of players we need to develop at the club going over the next couple of years.
Obviously, you've got one change to the pre-season fixtures already, with the game against Watford on Saturday now being moved. Does it sort of cause any issues for you? Just let the lads have a rest now?
It doesn't, no. I mean, we'll train again Thursday and we'll train again Saturday. I mean, it just means we've got to move the game back to the 1st of September. So it's not too bad. I mean, to go straight into Watford this weekend was probably a little bit too quick for us to play against a pro side who's going to keep the ball for fun, because we've had, you know, these 2 games over the last sort of 4 days, where everyone's had 45 minutes. Now we go into Barton Rovers and go into Cheshunt, where, you know, I'll look to probably give some of the players sort of 60, 65 minutes more in terms of the squads, and then we'll look again, you know, going into the week after that against the Hendon game, where players will play a lot more than just 45 minutes, but we'll switch them around and spin them around and make sure they're all getting minutes under their belt.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Ian.
No problem. Thank you.